Cool music. Hello, one. Hello, all. Big howdy to all the little shrimpies out there. Welcome to a Shrimp and Crits Live WAHO. This Southern Fried actual play is bi-weekly on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern. We have an absolutely wonderful show for you today. We are playing Monster of the Week by the Monster Daddy, Michael Sands. It is in the light of his love that I introduce my cast. Jess, who will you be playing today, and what historic figure would you invite to your birthday party? Dead or alive?
Hi, I'm Jess, she, her. I will be playing Camilla Hall, the monstrous, also she, her, and I would invite Ronald Reagan so that we could all beat him up.
Yeah, let's beat him up. That's a good answer. Dre, what is your character, and which animal do you wish would take over the world?
Hi, I'm Dre, they, them, and I play Agnes, she, her. And what animal do I want to take over the world? Ferrets.
Fuck.
I will not be taking any questions at this time.
Fair.
What about constructive criticism?
No, I'm not open to that yet.
Only from ferrets.
Only from our
And they
ferret
all love
overlords.
They all love the idea.
Cap, who is your character, and how many fingers am I holding up?
Hello, I'm Cap, he, him. I'm playing Nathan the Mundane, he, him. I can see both your hands, which does make it really fun. You're holding up no fingers.
Incorrect! So welcome to the show. I want to let everybody know we have some news. We have some news. I'm gonna move across the country to LA, California from my home here in Nashville. My wife got a fun little job, and
Big job.
well, it's a big job. It's definitely bigger than this job, but you know, I'll be able to get us rolling again at some point, but it will cause some delays. Also, our sweet cast member Dre has been experiencing just a wounded brain of sorts. It's just an eternal and constant migraine.
A wounded brain.
And they've been sticking it out for us greatly and wonderfully. But you know, hopefully by the time we get back, everything will be copacetic with.
That'd be cool. I'd love
Jess
that.
and I are great. Jess and I are crushing it.
They're amazing.
We're out here.
Oh, yeah.
Not a single
We're
problem.
here.
So just keep an ear and an eye on our social media and our mid-roll segments for the podcast, which is going to continue rolling. And because who knows, maybe Cap and Jess or Dre or somebody, maybe guests. I don't
got
know.
lots of podcast friends, you know?
Maybe stuff will happen while I'm moving, but I'm finding out more and more over the planning of this that moving several mini states away is a complicated process. So thanks everybody in advance for bearing with us and for returning to us when we're back. So make sure, by the way, you are following us here on Twitch and over on YouTube, where I just posted our last 2 episodes, edited sort of a little bit, not really, just edited out all the title cards and whatnot. I want you to tell your pets about Shrimp and Crits. I want you to get subscribed if you want to skip those ads and get extra shrimp coin. You can spend that shrimp coin, as always, to give our hunters boons or whatever the opposite of a boon is to their roles.
Noob.
Boons and busts?
Boons and boons
Yeah, I
and
was going with busts.
boons and busts.
I think it's Banes.
Banes and bones.
Don't
And-
give us bones. Wait.
Anyway, and also I want to let you know that it is still Pride Month. Happy Pride. We are giving all of our donations via your bits to the Trevor Project and all of the subscription stuff. So please support that and also give our players some luck in the meantime. I can't give luck points to the Trevor Project as much as I would love to take them away from my players. That being said, Hunters. Oh, sorry. Go
What
ahead.
was that last part?
Yeah, right. Hunters, do you have any questions before we begin?
I want to say thank you, Dixon, for the +1.
Oh,
Put it on my guest chat.
We love a +1.
We love a +1.
I would love a recap. You're probably gonna do that anyway. But I would love it. I would love it.
Yeah.
And I've been distant from the stream for so long.
Fair.
It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, I have like I have an opening mono, and then, and some of that is going to be recapped in there, and then I'm going to, like, let y'all regroup in your restaurant, and we'll be able to, I'll be able to field your plot questions and recap stuff at that point. So, yeah, let's get into the monologue. Bubbles, sizzling, spattering, merging, popping. Grease on the flat top is a vital, volatile element of the breakfast griddle. And, like the multiverse, it is unstructured and unstable. Oh, is the music still going?
playing.
Oh my god.
We're just gonna leave it on the whole time.
Yeah, I figured it'd be kind of cool that way. All right, there, it should be gone now. I hope. Cool. Sorry.
Don't do that again.
All right, I'm gonna start over. Bubbles.
Still going.
What? I hit the stop button.
We're back.
We're back. Welcome. Oh, here we go. Now I figured it out. Goodbye,
I
music.
hope they can still hear us.
Cool. I love this. I also love that my blinds are trying to destroy my eyes right now.
Dramatic. It's very good.
Okay.
For real.
Bubbles. Sizzling. Spattering. Merging. Popping. Grease on the flat top is a vital, volatile element of the breakfast griddle. And, like the multiverse, it is unstructured and unstable without a fry cook to wield it, to protect it, to clean it. Sometimes, hopefully they clean it. Nathan cleans it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that fry cook's apron protects them from when the grease of the multiverse flies up and almost burns them or something. I don't know. Anyway, ever since the council was discovered, totally wiped out. Things have been tense around here. Our monster hunters, the warriors against the hellish onslaught, have been without the guidance of the council, and the entire entire universes are falling victim to the anti-versal Icarus goo known as the hellish onslaught. We open on our familiar WAHO, just outside of Atlanta, in the universe most familiar with our Earthling subscribers here on Twitch. Here, Agnes, Camilla, and Nathan find themselves in an otherwise empty restaurant. What do you do?
Is it busy?
I think it's pretty empty.
Oh.
Yeah. Otherwise empty.
Then
That's what I said. Yeah, I said it was empty. It's empty.
I'm cleaning the griddle.
Good man.
Like I do every day.
Did we just get back from discovering the council being destroyed?
No, it's been a few weeks. I think we've had some mysteries since then. Nathan got whisked away to Iron Lanta, where he met a Thor-like Nathan, and Barbie and Ken also. Yeah, I'll kind of go backwards in time here. That's always fun, a backwards recap. How do we like a backwards recap around here? I'm sure Nathan will have much to tell you. He may have already recapped you a little bit about his exploits there, but essentially he discovered this world that was being eaten or falling into a rift of the hellish onslaught. They were able to together save that world, this new group of friends, before Nathan came home. And before that, we had our flashback mystery where we dove into each of your pasts just a little bit. And then you went to the WAHO where the council was and discovered them more or less decimated by Flo. You got to talk to Flo a little bit. You learned a little bit about this goo and that it's called the Hellish Onslaught, and this is what you have been fighting, and it's now loose. And now there is no longer the council to protect your little bubble of the multi. You have kind of like, I think that was another piece of information you picked up, that there is the multiverse, and then there is like your multiverse. Like all of the places you've been so far have been in kind of your little cluster of universes. So perhaps we'll learn more about that, but if you have any questions, let me know. You're welcome to talk amongst yourselves about this, and I'll butt in when something scary happens.
I'm so glad you two are back. It has been terrible. I almost died like 5 times. You're not going to believe it, though. I met another Nathan who wasn't a dickbag. Imagine, if you will, Chris Hemsworth's body and my face. I don't think either of you know who that is.
Is that an author?
Yep.
Uh-oh, we got a hype
no.
train. Sorry, that's
Ooh.
not a spooky thing, but it is happening.
Is this the something scary happening?
Yeah, right. Ah!
I love it. What a good, scary thing to have happen.
I saw some of that goo. It's kind of devouring whole worlds. But we smushed 2 together really hard, and it stopped it for the time being. And that was maybe we have to
Smush
smush
2.
our world and another world together really hard. I don't know. It worked for
How did you
them.
manage that?
You won't believe this went through song. I wasn't singing, but the cool Nathan with the big pecs was singing. He can also sing, and he was really muscly, and he fought and had a good relationship with Melissa and Riot. I'm glad you two are back.
I think Agnes has been.
I do have a cell phone now.
Well, that makes one of us. I threw mine into
Right.
a portal. I probably have so many emails.
I don't know why
Nathan,
that's the
is
funniest
that
thing
me?
Nathan's ever said.
Nathan is that meme that's like marked safe from emails. Because he put
Yeah.
his phone into another dimension. I think Agnes has been, if it's been a couple weeks, I think Agnes has been incredibly down and kind of temperamental the last couple weeks, because that means that the hellish onslaught is her fault. So she is very stressed out. I think she currently has like a big chest dragged out from under the counter if we don't have any customers, and has it kicked open and is going through weaponry and laying these big weapons out on the counter, checking them out, making sure they're in good working order, cleaning them.
Excellent.
I think Camilla has spent her past couple of weeks. She's just kind of been disappearing at random intervals. And she's been going and checking things with her contacts and all of the people that she initially met when she first stumbled into this universe, and trying to see if she can figure out anything about basically if there have been any incursions into our universe.
Ooh, roll investigate a mystery.
Jess, I think this is the best you've ever sounded, audio-wise.
Nice.
She
All I
cleaned
have
her
to do
mic.
is use my husband's computer. You would not believe the amount of dust that came out of it. I just blew on it once. Where's my sheet? What character am I playing right now? How do I
am I?
monster
Who
of the
am I?
week?
What are my
Plus
moves?
sharp. Great. Great. I have a +0 sharp, so that is a 7.
Okay, then you get to hold 1. And Nathan gets another
Awesome.
+1 from Zero. Thank you, Zero.
So kind.
I'm going to ask what is being concealed here.
Too bad, Zero. What is being concealed here as it pertains to you kind of hitting up old contacts? They, let me kind of look back in my notes here a little bit while I stall, while I kind of vamp here.
Vamp.
No pun intended. Let's see. I should label more stuff so I can find it in my notes.
I
Here,
fully believe you're not actually
I'll
looking at
just-
anything. You're just thinking.
That's funny.
Hydrate.
So I
That's
think
something.
we literally came out of the portal. Cam kind of made sure everybody was okay, and then disappeared into the night, still bleeding. I was just like,
Oh.
"Goodbye. I'm going to go figure
Oh.
things out."
Yeah, Agnes loved that. That has definitely been contributing to her temperamental behavior.
What is being concealed here? I'm having a tough time with this one. What is being concealed
I'm basically
here?
trying to figure out: are there any thin places in in our side of the universe? Any weird appearances? Anyone that sounds familiar to me from the past?
I think that
And we're all supposed to be drinking water.
again.
You're late. No.
Thanks, River.
I will hydrate again. Okay. I think that you find that there have been strange sightings in forests. Odd creatures. Wildlife acting strange. And you're reflecting upon this information when you look outside the window, the windows that kind of wrap around this building, and you see out in the parking lot, there's not a lot of woods around here because you're kind of in a suburban, outer city area. You see a deer.
Running across the road, just standing there staring in the window.
Oh no, it's just standing there. It's across the parking lot, standing on the grass, kind of between the parking lot and the road. And it does seem to be staring at you. It's markedly not chewing on grass or doing anything, natural or deer-like, but it is just kind of...
Gonna kind of tap Nathan on the shoulder and go, "Did you make any friends while we were gone?"
There only another Nathan. I think we're friends. He hasn't contacted me or anything, but I'm trying to get a Facebook group going for all the Nathans. It's called
I
Nathan
don't
for
know
Us.
what that is, but
Why do you ask?
I'm just gonna turn your head toward the deer.
You think I'm friends with a deer?
Look at Ian.
I don't know what went on while I was gone. I have been hearing that a lot of strange things have been happening with the wildlife. I'm going to go talk to the deer.
Well, hold on.
Just
I'm gonna give you like a bowl of grits. Maybe it's hungry.
You walk outside?
thank you.
Oh.
Yes.
No, no. Oh, you hand it to Camilla. Gotcha. I thought you were talking to
do.
me, the deer, for some reason.
No, I'm not friends with a deer. Stop implying I'm friends with this deer, everybody.
Yep. I'm gonna just on the way. I'm gonna be like, Agnes, do you want to come talk to a deer?
She's in the middle of like aggressively cleaning an axe, and she turned talk to a what? Talk.
A deer.
Oh. Oh God, that's really staring, isn't it? Yeah, all right. And she slips a knife into her pocket. Yeah, I'll talk to a deer. Let's go.
Does it have horns? Antlers? Not horns. Maybe. Does it have horns? Does it have antlers?
Yes.
Cool. Perfect.
Okay, good.
Cool. I will
Fuck.
take the bowl of grits and walk out toward the deer.
Nice of you to invite me this time, by the way, instead of just disappearing all injured into the darkness for several weeks.
I wasn't exactly thinking. Can we talk about
That's
this later?
never a good excuse. Yes, we can talk about it
It's-
later.
The deer goes, ooh.
Ooh.
God, it's the deer from is it Adventure Time? Pops the hooves
With the little
off and-
hands.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
That's horrifying. Yes, we walk out towards the deer carefully.
Camilla sort of leading the way with the grits, I imagine. Camilla, why don't you roll to read a bad situation? Trust me, it's bad.
Yeah, that's ominous.
Oh, good. Love it.
And so are my dice, but not that bad.
How bad are they?
Plus sharp. Okay, great. 7 again. Just a different configuration.
Still a success.
Okay. Hold one.
Okay, let's see.
A lot of good questions.
A lot of good questions, and that's the problem when I know that the situation is dangerous, but I don't know how exactly.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna say, are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
I'm gonna
I've
say,
noticed the deer, but not how it's dangerous.
yeah. I'm gonna say that the deer's eyes, obviously deer eyes are kind of on the side of their head. They kind of go like, they're kind of small, right? Little beady black things, and amongst their kind of light brown fur. They sort of go, they like blow up to this large size. And,
Anime eyes?
and no, not quite. They move to like the side, like big and bulbous. They move to the even farther to the side of this thing's head, and its shoulders
No.
go, and it like doesn't stand up. It just kind of like shifts the way its legs
No.
naturally
Mhm.
go.
No.
Almost like instead of going straight down, it's like off to the side, like almost like a gorilla or some kind of primate would hold themselves up. And then suddenly the lights, the parking lot lights, the WAHO lights, anything offering any, even the stars and the moon black out, and the parking lot is totally dark. What do you do?
I throw the grits at the deer.
You can't see the deer, but you do throw the grits out into
General direction.
the parking lot. Yeah, you hear it clatter to the pavement.
Can we see?
Dixon,
can I
what
see
the
that?
hell?
I'm gonna need you to explain that, Dixon. I need more.
No, don't ask for
There has to be no. I'm giving Dixon benefit of a doubt that there's a reason.
I don't think there is.
This is like
I'm
a
pretty sure
camping
you
thing.
can.
Even
like
Zero
like a
says
hunting
wow.
For the audio,
That is not a hunting thing. None of this is a hunting or a camping
for the
thing.
audio people, Dixon just said pee on it.
I'm not leaving this in the podcast version. Just so you know.
Dre's
Dix-
like, guess what? I'm editing this one.
Guess what? It's not staying.
I will not be taking questions.
Dixon,
Fair enough.
Dixon, currently ranked in the stream chat as our #1 benefactor, says pee on it, and then says, "I will not be taking questions."
Very good.
Cool.
So can I see Agnes? Can I like see my hand in front of my face, or is it just like?
You
fully
can. You can see your hand in front of your face, I imagine. Yeah, absolutely. There's some, basic ambient light at the moment.
Okay, so I assume that was the biggest threat.
Yeah.
Yep. The biggest threat was that there's
I'm gonna
something
reach
fucked
back.
up about this deer.
I'm gonna reach back in the dark and grab Agnes's arm.
Yeah. I think she's
Back in
You
sight
hope?
then. Oh God.
That came out dirty. I meant it could be like a monster.
That is how I took it.
Okay, good. My nose.
She was reaching for Cam too, so I think that they kind of grab each other.
Oh.
And at the same time, Agnes is reaching and like pulling her gun out of her apron.
Can we hear any movement? Can we hear the deer like skittering
Quip, quip,
across
quip,
the
quip, quip.
parking lot?
You can hear nothing at the moment.
Did they hear me scream inside the WAHO?
Yeah. Yeah, they heard
Cool.
Nathan. You hear some kind of distant traffic.
Shrill. You hear dogs fighting by the dumpster, much like they always do
Yep.
every WAHO, every night.
Every WAHO. Yep. Not my living room. Mm-mm.
So we can't see that deer anymore. But did Agnes also see it do some horrifying stuff, or just?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Agnes,
okay.
have you ever heard of
All right.
anything like this? Tell me you have a book.
Yeah. Ian, can I roll Dark Past?
Ooh, yeah. Absolutely. That's plus sharp or weird?
Weird.
It is.
I think.
Plus,
Maybe sharp.
Plus weird, yes. On Dark Past, you trawl through your memories for something relevant to the case. Roll plus weird. And it means this is at least partially my problem or my fault. So that adds up.
It says in this book you should pee on it. That's so weird.
It doesn't.
Strangest thing.
Okay, that's gonna be a 7 plus 2, a 9. 7 to 9, ask 1.
Okay. Which one?
When I dealt with this creature or one of its kind before, what did I learn?
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I like this. So you you remember in your earlier days of working with the WAHO Council, long before the events of this podcast. You remember traveling through a world that was not dissimilar to the medieval world. I mean, certainly like the Game of Thrones to that world's Lord of the Rings. Like, it was very much a darker and muddier and like less pretty and shiny fantasy looking world.
Well written.
Well, sure. But didn't spend so much time describing the grass and the trees and some weird guy named Tom Bombadil.
You know I love it. Eat it up.
His hat is green and his boots are yellow. And his hat was green, right? Or was it red? I can't remember.
I think he wears blue, but
his hat is blue? I know his boots are yellow. That part I remember. Anywho.
Imagine
Oh,
this
I gotta
internal
go
fight.
Tom Bombadil.
Imagine this internal fight happening in Agnes's head as she's trying to remember. She knows this dude. What was he wearing?
And you remember that the deer there were strange and magical creatures that responded to the change of the world around them. They weren't like this, though.
Responded to the change in what sense?
Like if there was a rainy season, they would adapt very quickly, more so than, you know, we're used to animals in our world evolving. It would, like, with the season, it would essentially sort of change what kind of animal it was and how it reacted to the world.
Okay. Okay, yeah, Agnes, who I think is in the dark, like drawing closer to Camilla, says, "Yeah, there was a place that I went early on, that had deer that like evolved really fast or would change with the season, but I never saw. I mean, there's nothing like this. They weren't evil.
What could it be reacting to right now?
I mean, Cam, I think it's reacting to the hellish onslaught."
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Should we go inside? I heard Nathan scream. Which does become
He
background
always
noise
does
at a certain
that.
point.
Yeah.
But-
Inside, Nathan is being eaten by this giant.
Okay.
Also
Smash
normal.
cut to Nathan just like getting
Mid-year.
choked down by.
Okay, yeah. I think Agnes nods and they start I'm assuming hustling back towards. Is there the lights still on in the building? Can we see where it
No.
is?
Oh, no.
No lights.
So is it so dark we have to like feel our way back into the building?
Basically, I mean, you can see things,
Hate
but
that. Great.
it's pretty dark.
Yeah, I think
I'm not going to make you
They're-
roll for it, but it's a challenge. It's frustrating.
yeah, I think they're holding on to each other. Well, at least Agnes is holding on to Cam's hand. She doesn't want to lose her in the dark.
Oh yeah, same. I assume you have a flashlight under the counter.
Yeah. Wait a minute, and pulls out her phone and shakes it and turns the little light on.
It does that.
It does so much stuff to get yours out.
I learned about the apps, but not about the hardware.
Okay, I shine my little phone light around as we try to hustle into the WAHO to get closer to Nathan.
Your phone light is almost like I mean, it certainly turns on and it does help, but it's almost like swallowed up by this darkness. Maybe it's just because of how dark it is, but it does strike you as odd for a moment. Nathan, while they were outside and scrambling to get inside, were you doing anything at all? Or just cowering?
Scrambling. Yeah, I was cowering. Wow. No, I am going. I heard you. I'm looking for the what do you call it? The toggle box, the circuit breaker. Some people call it the toggle box for sure.
Definitely.
Maybe. They
They
do
do
now.
now.
I'm going to have you... I'm not going to have you roll to turn on the breakers, and they have been flipped off somehow.
Oh,
But I do want you to roll plus weird.
I think you mean minus weird,
Mm-hmm.
baby. 2 5s on the dice is a 10, minus 1 is a 9. Wait, I have a +1 from Dixon. That's back to a 10, baby. Thank you, Dixon.
Nice.
Thank you, Dixon.
You thought I would fail.
No, my notes app decided to stop displaying the text that is in my notes, so I had to
Cool.
restart it.
Cool.
Now I'm back in my notes. And you rolled what?
It's a 10 all day. Full success.
Okay, then the lights come back on. They're for the whole building. The sign comes back on, the indoor lights, the parking lot lights, which probably aren't attached to this breaker, so maybe that's weird.
Not to me.
But yeah, there you go.
I got it!
I'm looking
And I-
around for.
Yep. Let's
The
look
deer.
for that scary deer.
That is an investigate a mystery roll. Let's have Agnes do a roll. Camilla's got a couple in here.
Yeah, I think they
And
end
I
up
am
back
not
to back.
sharp.
Did it
Oh,
like
yeah,
the grits?
absolutely.
Yeah, I think they're
Um,
back to back.
Don't
looking
know
around.
yet.
Do they like the grits?
Yeah, Camilla can help
I-
if necessary.
Threw them at them.
Well, that's not how you feed a deer.
I regret to inform you, I don't think it's still a deer.
You might have scared it away, Camilla.
Oh shit, Sam! Woo!
Who wasn't there until
Something
just
up on me.
Okay, that's gonna be a 13.
River. It's not grit dark. It's dark and gritty.
Mm.
It's grit dark.
It's grit. It's grit and shrimpy. I don't know. Sorry, what was your roll?
13.
Oh, fuck, that's a good one. Hold 2.
Where did it go?
Where did it go? You look out into the parking lot, and you see it now illuminated. You see clearly the grits kind of splattered in the middle. There's not a lot of cars out there. Maybe Sam's car. I don't know if any of you have a car, right?
Sam has a car?
Oh,
Just say
Sam has a car. Yep.
Agnes
Whoa.
I think canonically none of us have a car, though.
I
I
think
had a
Agnes has
bike.
Agnes has a very old blue truck.
But an
Ooh, okay,
old
never
blue
mind.
truck, and Nathan's Nathan. I like the. What if Nathan parks his bicycle in a car parking lot? That's hysterical. In a parking
No,
lot.
that's way too rude for Nathan.
Sure, fair enough. And plus, it would definitely get stolen.
So true.
To answer your question, you look up and you see the grits, and you see the grass where the deer had been standing, and you don't see the deer. You continue to look up, kind of just in general, kind of freaked out, weirded out, looking around, and you see floating above the lights, like the street lights, the deer. But its feet are down beneath it, and its shoulders, as they were, are above it, almost if it's standing in kind of like a humanoid position. And then it's a shadow, and then it's gone. And then it's in the parking lot. And it's hovering just above the ground. And then suddenly, it's right up against the glass. You don't see it move. It doesn't move fast. It just is there suddenly after dissolving into shadow. And it puts its antlers up against the glass, and it does it again, and it's causing chips
Agnes?
in the glass at this point.
Don't like this.
It's spider webbing. What do you do?
I asked my second question, what can hurt it?
Good call.
That's a very good call. You noticed the light doesn't hurt it, but you do notice it started above the lights, and it took a particular path to stay in the least bright areas, and it's now in the light.
Wow.
Doesn't seem hurt, but it does seem to be avoiding anything that is like super bright.
Okay. Yeah, she shouts, Nathan, it doesn't like light. Grab the flashlight under the counter now.
Yeah.
And I think there's like a you know, like on X-Files, they have those bananas big flashlights that they carry all cool down hallways. I think there's like a bananas gigantic cool flashlight sitting under the counter.
Okay.
I got it.
Like we're being told
Exactly.
we have to work in a Waffle House during a hurricane kind
Yes.
of gear.
Right.
Exactly.
Cool. Well, just so you know, a car has just parked in the parking lot, and it seems to be there's loud music blaring. There are teenage girls in it kind of singing along, and they are starting to get out of the car, and the deer goes,
I have preternatural
Wait, comically
speed.
or scary?
Ay.
I would like to literally run out in the parking lot and slam their door before they can get the door all the way open.
Okay.
And kind of put myself in between the
Scare
and the
them.
deer.
Scare them right out of here.
Yeah, fangs out. Just
You are very fast. Roll act under pressure. And you get a +1, I think, for maneuvers like this with your preternatural
Yes.
speed.
Okay, great. I'm not cool.
I
Nice.
disagree.
So
What
that
did
is
you- What did you get?
that's a 5 with my +1 ongoing.
I can't help you.
I cannot be helped. Actually, you know what? I think I have 2 luck right now.
Oh.
Nope, I
Uh-oh.
have 1 luck right now.
Do it. Do it.
You want to doom
Yeah,
yourself
fuck it.
for these kids?
It seems like the thing. Camilla will doom herself for like innocent people, and that's about it. So yeah,
Okay.
All
So
right.
wait, when we have no luck, does that mean you start like hitting harder
Hard
until we
moves.
have luck again?
Exactly. It means you're doomed. It means you are on death's door. You've used up your destiny points, your reason for being alive kind of situation.
Hey, people watching,
Narratively
you can fix
tasty.
this situation.
Yeah, you can fix it and benefit the Trevor Project for Pride. So do you do this?
yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Very noble of you, Camilla. Yeah, River says, ask Cap what Ian's like when you're doomed.
I've listened to Gullah Gotcha Guy.
Okay,
God.
then you use your vampiric speed to burst out the front door, across the parking lot. The deer jolts over to you, like not to you, but like toward you. It was most certainly about to go after these kids, and it is. But you now are by the car. You say you kind of slam it closed. That's fine.
Yeah, like as the driver's about to open it, I just slam and go, leave.
She goes, what the fuck?
Like if like a full on snake face happening here.
What the fuck? Where the fuck what TikToks do you watch to get that cool fang situation? What kind of makeup tutorials do you do? And also, why the fuck did you close my door? Oh, why don't you roll manipulate someone?
Oh wait, no, fuck that. Mental dominion.
Yeah.
I hear the word TikTok and just like my eyes get really big and like way snakier, and I just go, I said leave.
Okay, roll
So
probably
that's
plus
charm.
Oh, plus charm.
And Cam's face, like, it splits along the cheek,
Uh-huh.
right? Like, you're...
Yeah, like Chelsea
Oh.
smile.
It's
kinda...
like this, right? Just boonk.
Yikes.
With
Just a
the
little.
weird skin flaps and hanging like snakes have,
Yeah,
that's
So scary.
that's fucked up.
connecting
Oh,
them.
man. Only if I
it
fully
just-
unhinge my jaw.
You want to know how I
Um,
got these scars?
Rivers is hot.
So
We were all
That's fair
thinking it,
enough.
River.
That is
Thanks
a
for saying it out
7.
loud.
Thanks, River.
Read what happens on a 7 for mental dominion.
All right. On a 10 plus hold 1, on a 7 to 9 hold 1, you may spend your hold to give them an order. Regular people will follow your order, whatever it is. Hunters can choose whether to do it or not. If they do, they mark experience. So this is a regular ass person. And I'm
Okay.
just
Hopefully.
saying, leave. God.
Yeah, I imagine there is, I got a +1 forward. That's fun. I imagine that there's kind of a gleam in her eyes, and she's like, okay, I think they're closed. I saw the power flicker earlier. And the other girls, like, sit back down, and, like, they start to, like, kind of grumble, but the girl has already put her car in reverse, and they're starting to back out, but you turn around and the knot deer is basically upon you. While this is happening, Agnes, Nathan, you're watching the knot deer slowly walk on 2 legs toward. It's going, like, kind of has this clunky, like, and its front legs are kind of dragging along the pavement as it's carried by its back legs. What are you doing as Camilla talks to this young woman? Nathan, yes.
Just a quick meta question, and I know I ask this every single game we play. Does it have feet or hooves?
Hooves.
Oh, thank God. Woo!
I mean, so far.
That's fine. Agnes, what do you want me to do? What's the plan?
Light it up. I'm gonna shoot it. And
Okay.
I would like to shoot it, please.
I spotlight it with this cartoonishly oversized flashlight.
Okay. Agnes is shooting it. Nathan is directing it. Where are you trying to direct it with?
No. I'm shining it at it. Not directing it. Beam on the deer. Spotlight the deer.
Amazing. River says River gave me a monster hard move. Sees someone or something. So here's...
I'm so seizable.
You just want that experience.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that that's what makes sense in the fiction, because you're over by the door. You and Agnes are kind of coming out the front door. Here's what happens. When you shine the light at it and Agnes begins to level the gun towards it, it shies back from the light. It moves. And the car is starting to pull backwards out of the lot. It moves over towards the car, and its front legs that are kind of dragging against the pavement reach up suddenly. It doesn't like stand up to a full human height. It's still kind of weirdly hunched over, almost still four-legged, but it does take those two front legs and clamps it around the car and digs its what do you call them, antlers into the car door, shattering one of the passenger windows, and lifts it into the air above its head, and it seizes the car. Agnes, you shoot and you hit it. I'm not gonna make you roll. Harm is established here. 2 harm, is that right? 3
harm.
Cool. It hits the carapace, and you see weirdly that when it sinks into the flesh of this creature, it doesn't go through it as it would a normal earthly being. It almost gets caught in the outer layer of this thing's flesh. You do some harm here, but you can tell that not as much is going through. And you can also tell that beneath the fur of this thing isn't normal skin. It's like weird, almost like slimy, there's something gross under there. No offense if you're a slimy deer creature out there. I know we have lots of multiversal listeners. But now the situation is it has been shot. It's holding this car above its head, unknown exactly what its motives are. You all are present and accounted for. What do you do?
I have one move. I'm going to bite it. Just like I'm going to try and kind of scramble up. How tall is it?
It is
lifting the car. Is it like right above my head?
It is like 6.5 feet tall.
Okay.
And then antlers?
So,
well, the antlers go more out than up, but kinda, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm just going to try to bite it like right here. Like whip around behind it and just like chomp.
Okay, kick some ass.
Bite some ass.
I'll give you... Oh, I have +1. So you have -1. But I do want to give you +1 forward because it's holding this car, so that's going to cancel out my -1.
Okay. Could I make an argument for protect someone? I mean, it's the same stat, but I want to make it more worried about me than the car.
Okay, so you're
It still
trying to
kicks some ass,
protect the
that's
people within the car is your motive here. Then yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You're not going to obviously do as much damage, but...
Oh, God. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's a 4.
Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum.
That's not great.
That's
Oh, my guy.
no.
On a miss, you make things worse. I think that this deer is not going to be bested by your speed again. It sees this happen, and it anticipates your speed for the first time, and it throws the car at you, Camilla. It throws a fucking car at you, and the car, I mean, hits you. You're gonna take...
This is what you do when people are doomed. You throw cars at them.
Yeah, I mean, you are doomed.
You're not
so
wrong. That has happened to me.
this is gonna be 4 harm. That's a lot of harm.
All right.
You're gonna take 1 less harm because you're
3 harm
immortal,
for me.
right? But you just got hit by a car. You're now pinned underneath it, and you can hear the girls within kind of not having a good time, right? You can, I guess, you can hear them screaming. Obviously, yeah. Agnes, Nathan, what do you do?
Sam, can I borrow your car keys?
Oh, I'm Sam.
Oh,
Sure.
wait, who's Sam?
My car keys.
You said Sam has a car. Yeah, I need to move your car for a customer to park.
Oh, they're in my bag there by the door.
Okay, thanks. What horrors are in Sam's bag? Or is it just
I was
like
about to say, I
a
know I'm under
completely
a car,
empty
but I have
bag
a
with car
question.
keys sitting right in the center?
Yeah. You know what? Both are cool. I think that it's a totally empty bag with just car keys.
A single car key.
But if you said, "Hey, grab my cell phone," there might be a cell phone in there.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like this is like there might be anything in this bag.
Isn't there? There's a Monster of the Week move where you have a space where you have what you need when you need it, right?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's a Monster of the Week
Yeah, I
move.
think it's a divine move, probably.
Yeah. I know every deer's weakness, and that is automobiles. So I'm going to go take Sam's car and drive it into this deer.
Oh no! Oh, thank you, Dixon. Dixon
Thank you, Dixon.
gave Camilla a luck point. I forgot what they were called for a second, and $10 to the Trevor Project. Hell, fucking yeah, dude. Let's go.
Thank you, Dixon.
Thank you.
And now I'm magically out from under the car.
Oh, thanks for both giving to a good cause and rescuing Cam. Jesus.
Yeah.
Two good causes.
One's
Really,
really better than
you're-
the other.
You're helping the queers 2 ways right now.
On a side note, Camilla, thank you for the gift of dooming yourself long enough for me to throw a car at you.
I live deserved.
Every GM's dream.
While Nathan is preparing to run a car into this thing, I think Agnes is, knowing that this is an extra dimensional creature, is resisting the urge to just scream because a car just got thrown at Camilla, but understands that she cannot pull a car off of Camilla, so is going to start casting a banishment spell.
Okay. Awesome. Then, yeah, get to work on that. I'll make you roll when the time is right. I think that's something that we usually have take a bit of time. And Nathan, you're running over towards Sam's Forerunner. I'm giving
I was
you-
going to say Sam had a Cybertruck.
No, Sam does not have a Cybertruck. I gave you a big car. What more do you want from me?
No. Well, Cybertruck's just infinitely funnier than Forerunner.
Yeah, it just doesn't make enough sense in my head
No,
for
it
Sam. Doesn't fit him.
Elon Musk doesn't exist in this universe.
Yeah, we killed him in one of the introductory mysteries.
Nice.
Anyway, yeah, I go to his Forerunner. I imagine there's the normal things you would find in a car: pedals, steering wheel, gear shift. And I'm going to turn the lights on and pedal to the metal at this deer.
All right. I feel like I should make you roll something here.
I mean, probably.
Agnes is
I don't know.
casting a
I don't know
spell.
what.
Yeah, roll. I love that both of your more wise monster hunters are preoccupied and not able to stop you from this maneuver. This is great. Roll act under pressure.
That sounds right.
Mhm.
Ciro, thank you. I just want to thank you personally so much for this +1 that you gave me on accident. That's going to help me so much right here. Ooh, 6 on the dice plus 3 is a 9.
That means you're going to get a worse outcome, a hard choice, or a price to pay. Your main objective is what?
I don't think it's damage. It's get it away from the TikTok teens and Camilla.
Okay. I'm going to give you a hard choice. And that hard choice is your driving is you're kind of frantically trying to, do this. This is not a precise maneuver, I don't imagine. You're not usually driving a car.
The last time I drove was in Agnes's lap while she was pressing the pedals, and we were in the blue world. So, yes.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Wait, what? Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, you weren't.
Wild guns were
lap. You were
firing
sitting
around
on
my
the-
head. I'm pretty sure I got shot. No, Camilla got shot for me.
No, we both got shot. You got shot
That's
through
true.
me.
So your
It
hard
was not one of my better plans.
your hard choice is you are going to move. You're going to succeed in moving the deer off course. It's going to be away from the teens, from Camilla. But your car, is either going to be interrupting Agnes's spell by kind of making her maneuver away from the car, or you're going to kind of like have to go the other way and hit kind of the back of this car that Camilla is pinned under.
I can take more damage. I'm immortal.
Yeah, but the teens.
Not that much damage.
Have
Yeah,
they-
also
have they
them.
taken damage
Yeah.
yet?
You're almost unstable, my friend.
They have seatbelts on.
Probably not.
Probably not.
They have seatbelts.
Roll
were
read a
some
bad
situations.
situation.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get in the way of the spell.
All right.
Agnes, roll act under pressure.
Sorry,
Damn
the
it,
brake is
Nathan.
in a weird place in this car.
Okay, I get to use plus sharp instead of
It's up
plus
here.
cool. My sharp is a 3, so that's a 9.
Okay, you are going to... I'll give you a hard choice. You're either going to get clipped by the car and take some harm, or my mental timer for how long it's taking you to get this spell ready is going to reset, and you're going to have to basically start your spell over.
I'll get clipped by the car.
All right,
Sorry.
take 2 harm. As
Doing the spell, get hit, you flip over, but you land and you're still doing the spell.
yeah, the powder.
Yeah, what does this look like? How do I get... I'm assuming I'm walking forward and casting quietly under my breath. I have a spell book in one hand and some waffle batter in the other, and I'm quiet, and then I just get clipped by a car real quick.
Yeah, no, I think you notice obviously you're kind of in this trance as you do. You're right. You're magic is very intensive in terms of if you mess up one motion, one incantation, it sends your magic all perwonkety or whatever, which is dangerous. And but you do hear the screeching of an approaching vehicle. You see your target also start to turn and react to the headlights and kind of roll. It sort of throws itself at the ground and its legs go up in the air and it kind of rolls over into the darkness in a really strange way. And you're this breaks you from your trance, and you jump back just as the car moves past you, and you just kind of hit the pavement. Perhaps your skull kind of you're just not able to totally brace yourself because you're holding your book and your powder bag, and you just kind of hit the pavement a little bit, get a little woozy. You're gonna take that 2 harm. Some of your powder kind of goes into the air and on the ground. And Nathan, you hit one of the, parking lots have concrete features to stop cars from doing stupid,
What I'm doing.
stupid
Yeah,
shit. So you like get stopped by one of these. Your Sam's car goes just like crashes around it, just short of hitting the building itself, bending the sign or whatever backwards. Camilla, you are trapped under a car. What do you do?
I'm just hanging out. I mean,
just vibing.
just vibing. I mean, I'm going to try to get out from under the car. Yeah, just see if maybe I get some of that adrenaline when I see Agnes get hit by a car. And
can you get adrenaline if you're dead?
Nobody's dead.
I'm
she's
kinda
dead.
dead.
Oh yeah, you're dead.
She's
Yeah,
definitely
sorry,
dead.
I wasn't thinking about.
No, she is dead. She's snake dead.
I'm only mostly dead.
It's just called something
yeah.
different. It's vamp adrenaline. Snake adrenaline? Venom adrenaline? Side effects may
Best to stop
include
venom.
Best to stop while we're ahead, I think.
Are we ahead?
Okay, I want you to roll
Yes,
active.
I will try and at least like shove the car a little bit.
Sure.
I'm gonna
Active
get
pressure.
this pun. Don't you worry.
I'm trying to think.
This is
there's
my whole
literally
night.
Any other thing I can do?
Fang adrenaline.
Sweet. God. Okay, I rolled a 3.
Change your dice.
I mean, you're
Okay, these are the ones that have been rolling so well for me,
not anymore.
but I'm changing them. They're in jail.
You start to push up, kind of like like almost literally trying to do a push up. Like just you have greater strength than a normal human person, and the car does budge a little bit. But just as you start to think you're about to make some distance for yourself to escape, it just like slams back down on you. I would say take 1 harm here, but that's going to be undone by your immortal. What happens though is you get this like wet feeling on your forehead, and it's warm. And when you kind of maneuver to try and see what it is, it's blood. It's from one of the teenagers above you is certainly wounded. You aren't able to. Well, let's have you read a bad situation.
Okay.
I thought it was gasoline. That's better.
Yeah. And Dixon, I have all of my numbers go into talking to things. I got no unholy strength. All of my limits are normal.
All of my limits are normal.
Oh, that's boxcars. New dice.
Okay.
What'd I say?
Hold 3.
Thank God. Was I rolling a bad situation? I've been distracted by the fact that my dice just did something nice for me.
Yes, that was read a bad situation.
Great. Okay. What's the best way to protect the victims?
You hear weird. This is weird. You hear like a door locking. You know, like when you hit the button, it makes kind of a click noise throughout the car as the mechanism locks, and you just hear that like repeatedly. Your hearing is kind of jostled by all of this commotion, all of this chaos, but you realize you've been hearing them argue this whole time, and the girls in the cabin, most of them, the passengers, want to get out of the car, and the driver is still enchanted by your magic, is still preventing them from leaving the car because her directive was to get them out of there. So if you were to, the best way to protect the victims in this case is to unleash your magic over this person.
Okay. Cool. I will do that. I'm just gonna go. I said leave. I did not specify how. On foot is fine.
What the fuck? they all start to
Can I
try
reach
at least
up,
to get out of the car
from the ground and pop one of the doors open? Like,
I think
I don't know, my arms are probably pinned.
I think you're pinned. Yeah, I think you're pinned against the ground. I don't think you can do that without another try. But you still have 2 holds if you want to check if
That's
you want
8.
to do those. Yeah.
Which does bring me to my next question. What's my best way out?
Your best way out, I will say that your previous try kind of tilted part, like this twisting metal is continuing to twist. And you look the other way, like down towards your feet, and there has now been kind of a pocket made for your exit. It'll be another act under pressure, but you'll have +1 forward from your read a bad situation question.
Awesome. And what's the most vulnerable to me? Like, if I can get out in that direction, how can I help neutralize the threat?
You can see through, one of the, like a split part of this car, that while the doors have been unlocked and some of these people are exiting the car, one of them is pinned. One of them is pinned down. They're not able to unbuckle their seatbelt. It's like, no, seatbelts are good. I can't make seatbelts the villain here. Their door is jammed, and they're not able to jostle it loose. Doing a lot of jostling here.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Love a jostle.
I mean, I will try and get out again, but if you want to go to somebody else.
I mean,
or we can just sit here and I can roll to get out until I get out.
Honestly, I think that Agnes is kind of slightly concussed, perhaps, from her fall, and Nathan just crashed a car into a cement block. So, yeah, let's have you act under pressure to see how that works. Janice jostling. Nice.
Hey.
That's something.
The new dice still like me. That's a 10.
All right.
Heck
Plus
yeah.
0.
Hell yeah.
Then, yeah, you get out, and I'll even say you're able to help this girl get out of the car, and they just kind of go running off away from the deer, obviously. You see Agnes kind of getting to her feet, but sort of holding her head and just kind of like trying to shake the fog of the impact. Nathan is in a crashed car, perhaps trying to get out, but still kind of like working on that. What do you do?
Who?
Oh, so we're going to stay on Camilla. Everyone else is kind of dazed
Okay.
by their situations. You do still see the not deer kind of back on 4 legs and sort of hunched over as far in the shadows as this creature can get. They've been moved off course by Nathan to, WAHOs have this, they have that wraparound, very bright window, but then the other half of the building is not the window. It's like the back rooms and stuff. So it's kind of back there towards the dumpsters where it's not quite so illuminated.
I think I'm going to walk towards it and just say, "Can you understand me?" And just see if it is a thinking creature.
Oh, interesting. Well, first of all, everyone hydrate. Thank you, Savage Mr. Smith.
Thank you.
And thanks for the -1 again, Zero.
And
Big
thanks-
help.
What a treat.
Zero dishing out all the pluses and minuses to Nathan specifically. Cool. You're going to try and talk to it. I think... What do you say to it?
I mean, I'm trying to see if it recognizes words. Or
Yeah.
if it's like talking to a wild animal who's just like not listening.
Yeah, what do you say anything?
Just I think just walking towards it, putting myself in between everybody else and the deer, just, can you understand me? If what is happening to you?
It looks up at you, and again, it kind of has these like enlarged bulbous eyes, and it doesn't say anything, but you get this feeling, this notion of intense anger, intense emotion that's directed for some reason at you. You can investigate a mystery here if you'd like.
Okay. Do you mean like at me specifically or at like the hunters, the WAHO?
Investigate a mystery.
Okay. Ooh. That's a 6.
It looks at you almost as if it has something to say. And you just hear this kind of like from its mouth. And before it kind of like, before you can tell anything, glean anything from this terrible vision, it turns into this kind of shadowy form, and it's suddenly like 10 inches to the right, and then it's 6 inches to the left, and then it's in the center again, and then it's totally gone. At this point, everybody kind of
to Agnes.
Yeah, at this point, everybody kind of like comes to, crawls out of the wreckage.
I'd like to roll an oops inside Sam's car.
Okay, sure.
I say roll. There's no roll.
Oh,
I'd like
okay,
to do
cool.
An oops.
I was
I'd like to
waiting
do
for you
an
to roll.
oopsie inside Sam's car. Sorry.
Sure. Let me see. Let me think how I want
Take your time.
this to go down.
Does it seem like it is gone? It is completely gone, or does it just seem like we can't see it right now?
Is it up?
You
Not-
don't.
or
yeah.
not sure.
You don't see it up.
Okay.
Let me resolve this oops, and then Agnes, you can roll investigate a mystery if you'd like. Nathan, you find a device. Not a gun. Not a gun.
A device.
You find what looks to be like a pager, but it's chrome. It has a screen unlike any phone or what have you that you like. It almost like moves when you press it, like it's got some weird kind of give to it. And it has inscribed upon it WAHO in green letters.
What does that mean? Oh, wait, it's upside down. I get it. Oh, hum. I'm gonna pocket it. I'm gonna put it in my apron.
Okay.
I wrote down Sam's Chrome pager,
Excellent.
and then I will meet the crew.
Nathan steals from Sam in my
Hey,
notes.
nobody saw it.
Agnes, do you want to roll your no, I'm sorry, your investigate a mystery to see if you can see where if this thing's still here?
I do, because she's trying to figure out if she needs to keep casting this banishment spell or if it banished itself.
Mm-hmm.
If Cam banished it with good talking. That is an 8 plus 3, 11.
Mediocre at best talking.
11.
Okay, that's very good.
So,
Hold 2.
It's very good.
Where did it go?
You can hear it. You can hear it running, skittering
Oh, shit.
around.
It's in Jess's house. Where did it go? Run, Jess.
The dogs don't have a squeaky toy anymore. They simply throw toys at my door.
Play with us, Mom.
You yeah, you look around, you look up, you look down, you look around. And you look off to where there is kind of between shopping centers across the street. There's perhaps a movie theater and a nail salon, and all of these different little shops. And then there's a break where there's some trees, perhaps a creek, like a sewage kind of area. And then there is then there's another of these shopping centers, maybe a restaurant, whatever.
Froyo,
all of the things in the suburbs. And you see that in the trees, the trees that normally are pretty sturdy, they're tall, they're full of beautiful greenery, they are swaying, almost knocking into one another. It's very dark over there.
Okay.
You're not still under a car, right, Camilla?
No.
Okay,
and
great.
I'm also not
Well-
unstable. I only took 3 harm.
What is being concealed here?
You can see on the ground near where it disappeared. In fact, you can see in different places where it had been standing or where it was impacted by something, a car or a bullet, whatever you've been throwing at it. You can see little, certainly not large enough to hurt you or change anything around you. You see little bits of black ichorous goo with little gold flecks on it. Mostly concentrated where it disappeared.
Like a trail? Or like concentrated where it...
Mostly concentrated where it popped out, but you do know that it went... you can pretty well glean that it went into those woods. Nothing could move those trees that way.
Okay. Is Camilla still under a car?
No. No.
No.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, I think Agnes drags herself off of the pavement and is holding her head and was still in the middle of the spell and says, "It went that way. Do we follow? I didn't finish banishing it. It left of its own accord."
I
Yeah,
think
I mean,
this is part of
totally.
something larger.
Now, it could definitely be a trap that it's leading us into, or it's wounded and running away. I did hit it with a car.
You did.
I
Cam,
did.
what do you think?
Let's follow it.
Okay.
See if Sam can hold down the fort. Maybe save our own universe for a change.
Sam, here are your keys. We're going to go run after that scary deer thing. Be right back.
And besides that brief conversation, Agnes is just continuing chanting because she wants to be able to trigger this as soon as she gets an opportunity.
Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. Nathan, you throw the keys and they hit the counter and fall to the ground.
Yeah.
And Sam turns around without reacting to the keys and just goes, "Y'all have fun," with a big smile
love
on his
Sam.
face. Yeah.
I
Then
want fan art of multiversal Sam.
cool. So Agnes, you begin chanting this spell while running. So you will be more or less focused on that for the time being. And you all sort of follow this path into the woods. You step down. This is not like a park, right? This is like a untamed bit of wilderness for, drainage, for runoff. And you have to like avoid stepping into the creek bed. There's no real path to follow. Agnes, I want you to roll Act Under Pressure to be able to like keep your focus as you navigate this difficult terrain.
I'm having those hot rolls today. That's another 13.
Okay, then yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely. That thing's going to be locked and loaded, ready to go. The three of you get to a place where there is space for you. to stand rather than just kind of like try to navigate. It's not necessarily what I would call a clearing, more just a place where the creek bed is a little bit wider. And down in the creek bed, you can hear a kind of a strange trickling, almost like the spinning strange sound of a drain. And you look down, and in the ground there is a sudden and dynamic hole in the ground, around which is not dirt or mud, but black ichor. And the water from the creek is kind of partially flowing by, but also partially running down into this rift.
Does this look like what I saw in Ironlanta?
A much smaller version
yeah.
of which. And in fact, you feel that device you just got, you feel it buzz. Exactly like that. And you look down, and it's displaying the letters HOLE. And then it says the words hellish onslaught laceration element. You're looking at a hole.
Before I start telling all my friends this, I want to say that when we went out on this adventure, when we left Sam, I grabbed my WAHO Council cloak that I've been wearing, that I took from one of the skeletons. No sword, just the cloak, because we're going on a woods adventure.
Oh, cool.
So I found this on the ground, and I show everybody the beeper. It seems to be from maybe like a remnant of the council or something, but it's reacting to this hole, and it's turning it into an acronym, which I don't like when it happens, but everybody look at this. And I show them the whole acronym that I don't remember, so I'm not going to say. And when I met the handsome, cool, musically inclined, great voice Nathan, this is what was happening on that world when they smushed them together to stop the holes. I don't like that sentence, but it stands true.
I think Agnes is having difficulty participating in the conversation because she's casting at the same time. So she's mostly just looking horrified and watching them have this conversation and speaking quietly in Latin, but like with a very stressed out expression as she watches them have this conversation.
Agnes, do you think you could like pivot that to like close this hole? Can a banish become a close?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a banish, right?
Yeah, I think that makes sense. What do you think, Ian? Does that make sense to you?
It's up to you. Do you want to bar this place before you know that the creature is out of it?
That's a good point.
I think before Agnes decides to pivot the spell, she's going to say, Expelle monstrum, exate monstrum. Make sure the monster's gone first, please. Expelle monstrum. And is just like quietly speaking Latin.
I mean, I'll look around for it, see if I can see anything. My feeling is that it either went through here or fell into it or something, but...
Okay, why don't you read a bad situation then?
Camilla, tell it I brought another bowl of grits.
I don't think... Well... I don't know if it liked the first one.
I guess this is more investigative mystery because you're trying to figure out if it's here, not
where did it go.
Right.
Yeah, I rolled a 7.
Okay, hold 1.
Where did it go?
You look at the hole. You look at the woods. You see the shining lights that are distantly in a parking lot nearby. Everything else is dark. You see through the trees, not the trees themselves. And then you see the shine of the reflection of two black, shining, bulbous eyes. And you see now fully upright standing on 2 feet. This strange deer creature with its what do you call it when legs are like hinged the opposite way? I can't remember. God damn it!
It's like
Backwards.
Digitigrade,
Yeah, something like that.
where they're like
They're flipped the other way, and its hoof
Oh,
hands
thank God.
are are like outstretched towards you, and it begins to
Gonna
towards
grab
you.
Agnes and turn her towards the deer.
Okay, I would like to banish the deer, please.
You may roll. Use magic plus weird.
Okay, all right. It's a 7 plus 2, a 9.
I would like to help and make that a 10.
Yay!
Oh wait,
How?
I don't know how, but yeah.
he has a move.
I get it to come closer. Eat me! Come here, I hit you with the car!
Yeah,
That's pretty good. I like that.
but you gotta. She's doing magic. You gotta help her.
Yeah.
The role is to do magic. It's not to.
Oh, I brought grits.
Okay, Yeah, sure. Okay, fair enough. How do you use the grits to help?
I accidentally trip and dump the grits into her spell. And the butter
I'm covered
makes
in
it
grits.
better. Every time I help,
Okay.
it's an accident, remember?
Okay, I'm covered in grits, and it somehow ends up in the food stuff that
Mhm.
I'm using to cast this spell.
You
Grits
fe-
are great for banishing.
You feel the grits splat against your face, Agnes, and then but you go to wipe them away, but then you realize that they are glowing, and and you get them in your hand, and you see this magical component for what it is, for what you didn't quite understand before, and you kind of like have this other mixture in your other hand, and you kind of splat them together, and this is exactly what you need to succeed on your spell.
Okay, good.
I did that on purpose.
Uh-huh. And I think she pulls this these grits off of her face and is mixed with these other ingredients. And she just starts marching straight forward towards this monster and says, Expelle monstrum, feel my magic sting, be gone, you horrid thing, is it exite monstrum, and just like is speaking Latin aggressively and then throws ingredients at this monster.
Yeah.
I feel held hostage by how magic works in this world. I love it.
I get a lot of joy when I hear your sadness at mentioning things like waffle batter while doing the cool magic spells.
It's pretty. It adds a little something.
I think
feel.
I think that you hit it with this magic, this goopy, gritty magic, and almost as if it has life of its own. You know how the ichor moves around sometimes, like it sticks to the shoulder of this thing, and then like an arm of it reaches out and arcs, and then like hits the ground near the portal and latches to it, and then pulls the deer into the hole, and it falls and it disappears. And with that, we're gonna go to a break. As soon as I remember how to go to a break.
Just put the music on. Hello.
Hi.
Cool.
Hi.
Bye, dear.
The not deer.
Mm-hmm. Good cryptid.
Putting that on my list.
Ooh, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum.
Oh God, I looked it up and I don't care for any of this.
And now I'm not muted. Hey, Dixon, thanks for that. I was just telling them about my favorite cryptid, the not deer, which I just assaulted them with.
Oh God, if you Google it, you'll be scared.
So, what do we do about this hole, y'all? What are we doing?
Ah, God.
Do we leave the hole?
Agnes,
You can
no,
leave the hole if you want.
God,
I don't think
shush
so.
for 1 second, God. Agnes, we need to close this hole. This is exactly what I saw in Iron Lanta with handsome Nathan. We got to get it closed, and I don't have another world to smash into it. Do you have any ideas?
Yeah. I might be able to stitch it closed if I'm given enough time. Maybe you guys can help me. I know that you don't practice magic, but everybody has an essence that contains it. I think I can do it, but I think it'll take some time.
You mean it? I have an essence?
Yeah, sweetie, you didn't. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, we can help in any if we need like, I don't know much Latin, but I could probably help.
Yeah.
Camilla, you're muted. Camilla, say something, Camilla. Your mouth is moving, but I can't hear you.
As I was thinking,
So much better.
but definitely
wow.
not saying out loud. What do you need? What would make it go faster for you? I mean, can I try to figure out where this is going? Would it help you to know what you're barring?
Yeah. I mean, I think I can handle the closing of it. I could use some stuff from my laboratory. Well, the corner
I'll go
of
get
the
it.
kitchen that I have.
Yeah.
Thank you. That would be good.
I got my checks. What do you need? What do you have?
There's okay. I give him a laundry list of items that I need. And then coffee in a thermos. That's not for magic. I just need coffee.
Okay.
And
Decaf or regular?
regular.
Okay, yeah.
If you could get a blood pack, that would be great.
Okay. B positive.
God.
A.
I'll take what we've got.
God.
Okay.
Oh my God!
And
What
then
if
Nathan,
what
I
if
need
there
to-
was a universe where vampires had to suck blood from matching blood types only?
It'd be stressful.
Oh,
It'd be
you
very
have to,
stressful.
wow.
Anyway.
And then Nathan, later I need to talk to you. Okay.
Yeah, we'll have plenty of time for that after we save our universe. Let me go get the
Yep.
stuff.
Yep.
And I run and I trip and fall into the creek, and then I keep going.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
You don't have to run. All right.
It sounds like you're trying, Agnes, to use magic, perhaps to bar a portal or place or what have you. So let's get a use magic roll once Nathan Let's wait for Nathan for a sec to get back.
Shut up.
Okay. Agnes and Camilla wait awkwardly together in the dark.
Ooh.
I am gonna try and get a sense of. Can we see through the portal? Can we see anything in the portal? Any information we can glean from it?
Investigate a mystery.
Not quite sticking my head through it, but
investigate a mystery, and you can use the phenomena questions for this. There is, how is this phenomenon doing this? What could fix it, cure it, or slow it down? How far does this affect reach? And what will be affected next? And you failed, it looks like, by the look on your face.
Snake eyes.
You got another luck.
It begins to grow.
boy.
Oh, you do have luck.
The portal grows? Oh God.
The portal
Unless-
grows? Luck.
Unless, yeah, cam eyes. I think we
You
should
only
call them
have
from
one.
now on.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
Are you certain
It's
this is
narratively
wise?
fun to be doomed.
Wait,
I
what?
just-
Okay.
How much is the portal gonna grow if I don't?
Good question.
I won't tell
I
you.
think we're gonna get a lot of good information from it too.
Okay.
I don't want to
Good.
influence your decision. I'm not here.
I do.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, sure.
Okay, you're using the luck.
Complete success.
All right.
Yes.
Hold 2.
I want to give Dre heartburn on top of the migraine.
You're intensifying my migraine
Welcome,
right now.
Welcome to being doomed again, Camilla. I'm gonna hit another car.
Thank you.
Flies through the trees.
Just falls out of the sky. Okay, this was investigating mystery. Yes. What is being concealed here?
Oh, make sure. Let me actually send you the phenomenon questions too. That's a good. It's a
Oh,
fine
yeah,
question, but where
I
should I put it? In
just-
Discord, maybe.
I just.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I will put it in our general live shrimp chat. Oops, and it didn't format it correctly. But yeah, how is this phenomenon doing this? What can fix it, cure it, or slow it down? How far does it reach? And what will be affected next? There's 4 different ones. And you can still ask the vanilla questions. I just want to make sure you know that these are available.
Yeah. I am definitely going to ask what could fix it, cure it, or slow it down.
Yeah, with that, I will say Agnes's magic certainly can work here. This spell that she's working on. That being said, from this question, you could tell that any fix here is a temporary fix. The hellish onslaught is hellish, and it is an onslaught, and it cannot be stopped by any means known to anyone other than the council themselves.
Okay.
So you could, yes, you can fix it, cure it, or slow it down,
wondering.
but with an asterisk.
It's emphasis on slow it down.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, my second question, tell me which one you think would be best for this. Basically, I want to figure out where is this coming from? We know that Flo said that she and Jonathan were behind this. So if there's like an origination point, I want to kind of try and figure out where that is. So either how far does this effect reach?
That feels right to me, personally.
Like, we already know the extent of it. It reaches our feet, but what about the other direction?
Right. I think you look down into the hole. You kind of hear these ambient, like, whispers, sure, but even like,
Nathan's falling through different portals.
like this kind of
So
like
many Nathans.
this kind of like horrific River Styx, like just kind of scary vibe. As you look down, you see different things, almost as if you're looking through like 12 transparent images. You see deserts, you see trees, you see some kind of ambling deer-esque shape. You see different worlds, I guess is what I'm getting at here. You see ichor, you see blackness.
Kind of
Overlay, exactly. And nothing is totally clear because you're seeing all of this at the same time. So it's all very muddled, but you can see that this reaches through many different worlds of the multiverse. And if you want to know more, you may need to find, exactly as you mentioned, the origin of this, is Jonathan and Flo. So if you want to know the full extent of this hole, you're going to need to find one of them or someone that works for them.
Okay. I will tell Agnes as I'm staring into the abyss. Whatever you do here, it's not going to fix it. We're going to have to find them.
Yeah, okay. Let's patch this up and then let's find them.
I'm here to help with whatever you need. Just let me know what ingredients you need and I'll hand them to you.
Thanks. And should I roll use magic? I feel like this would take a while, but
Yeah, I mean, you've got time.
By a monster right now. Okay.
The deer is gone.
All
The
right.
not deer is gone. Roll use magic plus weird.
Okay, not the
Helping
best.
if need be.
Not the best.
Uh-oh.
Not the worst. It's an 8. That's okay. That's fine.
Okay.
Let me help because
Thanks.
it's not in combat, so it's not an immediate success. But I have advanced help out, so if I do well, you get
Oh, you can make it a 10.
Oh,
A
you
big
have
win.
advanced help out now?
What?
I level up a lot, Ian. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm really powerful. I just, play inept.
All right, roll plus cool.
I forgot I have a -1.
Now, okay, hold on. I guess it doesn't. I guess it doesn't apply here. I have a move that gives anyone who comes to Agnes for advice a +1 ongoing, but he didn't really. He's just helping.
I
me.
used a
didn't
luck
give him
point.
advice. Oh, you. Oh,
You did?
Yes.
Okay.
okay.
I don't know if that gives you advance though, but it doesn't make me fail, so that's good. It
Okay.
might just keep Agnes's success as it is. I think using a luck, does it give you a... No, wait. Yeah, changes the roll to a 12, so that is
Yeah.
advanced.
Yeah.
So on advanced help out,
Great.
Your
That
help lets
means
them
that-
act as if they rolled a 12, regardless of what they actually got. So the magic works. I think you see this goopy, gunky batter magic slurp down onto the portal and start to almost grid itself like a sewer grate and just kind of
Grit.
start to pull the edges of this hole together. And Agnes, feel free to flavor this as you'd like.
say a waffle pattern.
I was about to say like a waffle pattern or like a waffle or a sewer grate.
What's Latin
What's the
for
difference?
waffle pattern?
There's no funny joke. we could
Agnes,
say
you're
there.
muted
Oh,
now.
you're
Oh,
muted
yeah,
for sure.
Whoops. Yeah, I like that. I think she's sprinkling waffle batter over this, and it's kind of making the I like the shape of a waffle, the shape of kind of the crisscross.
You know how
it-
Doctor Strange has those glyphs? Yours are just waffles.
terrifying.
I was gonna say, yeah. Most spellcasting, you're drawing a pentagram, but you're just drawing a waffle grid.
I'm drawing
Yeah.
eggs and waffles. I'm writing the menu. God, that's funny. Yeah, until it sort of heals itself.
I love it.
Perfect.
I love it,
Oh,
and you
gosh.
you see it kind of pull this circle smaller, until it is about the size of a tennis ball, just a little gloopy splorch, and it's kind of covered by your magical containment situation, hopefully keeping it from growing faster. What do you do?
We did it.
Nathan,
Okay.
do you remember how quickly did these things grow when you saw them before?
Well, there were two warring factions pulling them apart, so I think it was increased by anger and hatred, but it went pretty fast. I'm not gonna lie to you, but they didn't have magic to hold it together like this. So Agnes is a wicked spellcaster. I think we got this, but we need to figure out what's causing this, and we need to stop it as soon as possible. Another acronym.
Yeah, Nathan. That's the thing. And she crouches down, and it's that black ooze, right?
hmm
Mm-hmm.
The onslaught.
Yeah, I mean, Nathan, I you know how
Mhm.
sometimes we go and we stop just boneheaded idiots who have decided to summon something that they shouldn't summon into our world, and then
All the
that
time. Yeah.
something tries to kill people.
hmm
I did that when I was younger. I did that, and that's this. I'm almost sure of it. So all of this is my fault.
Agnes, I know you think that, but that's not how it works. I got
No,
into
Nate, it
listen for a second. I got into a bad marriage, and that hurt not just me and Melissa, but a lot of other people, and it was a mistake. But I got Riot. and you got us, and good things can happen from bad decisions. Don't do that to yourself. It's in the past. I'm pretty sure Camilla used to like eat people, so
Yeah, Nate, but she ate people because she didn't have a choice, and as soon as Cam's never hurt anybody on purpose.
You can't blame all of this on yourself, because I don't think this would have been able to move between worlds if I hadn't helped Jonathan punch holes through those worlds.
You did what now?
you're not from this world?
No, she's not.
Oh.
No. Let's. Camilla's like pacing and not looking at anybody. I was very different then. And let's just say that the acquisitions strategy that Jonathan used was very aggressive. And eventually one universe wasn't enough.
I know this isn't the time, Cam, but you now do I? It's been okay. All right, let's go deal with the hellish onslaught.
Who's Jonathan?
Exactly.
Flo is working for him. I think if we find Flo, we find Jonathan, and maybe we stop this.
Well, let's go find Flo and kick both their asses. Check the thing.
It hasn't worked yet, but let's see if we can finally see where Nate's phone went. I know we've been checking and it's been coming up empty, but Cam, you want to take a look?
Sure. Pull out my phone. My hands are visibly shaking.
Roll. River, my face is so intense because I know so many things about these interactions, and it's
Ian
heavy.
likes our
Sorry, what am I
RP.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm as rapt to attention as all of you. You can roll investigate a mystery. That's plus sharp. God, I hope you roll well.
Please roll good.
That is an 8.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I guess where did it go?
Yeah, sure.
Would be the best interpretation.
Yeah, I think that your phone kind of glitches for a minute. I think it kind of goes like like different like patterns and lights and colors show. And then you get how do we want to flavor this? Because you're going to go through the batter to get there. How does Sam mix up? You get, I got this. You get a combination of shapes appear on your phone. And Nathan's kind of looking, you're all kind of looking together. And Nathan, you recognize these shapes as the strange shapes that were on the button of your beeper that you got from Sam's car.
Okay. Oh, it's like a sequence, right? If I press the same buttons we're seeing on the phone, maybe?
Sounds right to me.
Yeah, good thinking.
Yeah, I can do Through the Fire and Flames on Rock Band. So I got this.
Amazing. Awesome. Are you all going there now? Is that what you're...
Well, I'm just pressing the buttons, man. What happens after I press all the buttons?
All right, wait, no, hold on. Before you push the button.
I do...
Cam's
feel
got
like
3 harm.
Yeah, Nathan disappears.
No, get back here. I think as he starts fiddling with it, Agnes puts a hand on one. Just a second. Cam doesn't look. Did you get crushed by a car? Come here.
Only a little.
Yeah,
Oh, I did bring you back blood for sure.
Oh, yeah. I can. You hit your head on a curb.
Yeah.
I didn't hit you with a car.
I had to canonically explain why
will-
Agnes has such a bad headache.
By having Nathan hit Agnes with a car.
I did expressly ask Ian to deal damage so that the fact that I look like I have a migraine is canonical.
I got you. Don't worry.
Thanks, man. Yeah, we do a little healing. I think we could. I don't know how you first aid someone who got crushed by a car, but first aid just takes time, right, Ian?
Yeah. You can.
Well, and if I drink blood, how does that
Right.
Oh. I mean, right now,
assist?
You do have the life drain ability, right?
I think that the blood factors. I think you getting the blood that Nathan brought you factors into that is essentially what your first aid is, right? Because you're not as a vampire, you don't like get band-aids and like a cast. You just like have to like rejuvenate, right? So your first aid is different, and it involves kind of replenishing your
A Capri Sun.
blood. Yeah. So I think that's part of this while Nathan fiddles with the controls. You can definitely heal 1 harm. You weren't unstable, so that's fine. But Nathan, you fiddle with the controls, and you get a little message, a little scrolling text that says, what could it say? It says, please, needs batter. That's what it says, needs batter.
That's cute. Hey, Ian, can I heal some harm too?
Yeah, sure. If you're
First aiding. I have 2 harm.
there's plenty. You've got plenty of time. You can heal up. You can heal up 1 harm.
1 harm. Okay, thank you.
Agnes, this doodad I found is asking for batter. Do you have any extra batter?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, why don't you do it? And she hands over the pouch of batter.
I want to stick my finger in this batter and lick my finger so bad.
Don't. Remember we talked
But I
rule
wanna-
number 1. Don't eat the batter.
It smells so
that
good,
is-
though.
Nope. Remember rule number 1. Do
That's
not
why
eat
Sam does
batter.
the waffles. That makes so much sense. He doesn't have these dark urges. Okay. I put the batter in the... I just, like, dip the beeper in the batter and then pull it out.
Wait, no, honey.
I don't know how to do it!
What kind of container is the batter in?
I picture it, which I guess this is really impractical, but I imagine she keeps like a powder version and then separately keeps like water, and then she mixes them instead of having like a big pile of glorpy wet batter in her pocket all the time, which sounds so gnarly.
Okay.
So you mix the two and then you get batter.
Right. So this is a very small amount of batter, I guess. So, yeah, you touch the device to the batter, and are you holding it in your hand? What does this look like? The batter,
Okay.
not the device.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
You just have like some goop in your hand, and you're just like,
No. I will
She
take off
probably
my paper hat,
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
flip it inside out,
Mhm.
put the batter in there,
Great.
dip the beeper in there.
That's
She
so
probably has a
messy.
bowl. She does this all the time.
I could get a new paper hat.
Okay.
Just let him do it. Just let him do it.
Yeah, then it starts to swirl, and it begins to rotate, and it like kind of turns in on itself in almost like this waffle dance, and it almost like it does sparkle. It sparkles with sort of like a golden glitter and you are looking at something you've seen many times before, albeit a little smaller than you're used to jumping into, but a portal to another world.
It was the Konami code. Whatever, nerds. All right. I guess I'll check it out. I'll go.
Well, not by
I'll go.
yourself.
Well, no, I'll go
No,
first.
we're-
And
No, we're all gonna go. Come on now.
I mean, it's small. We can't jump in at once.
I feel like I should go first. But one second, I'm gonna pull Agnes over to the side. Just like, Nathan's still
What?
there,
Hi.
but we're gonna pretend
Yeah.
that there's privacy in some form or fashion and just say, I thought you understood. I thought you knew.
You said you had an ex and you didn't like who you were with him, not that you punched holes in universes. These are different things, Cam.
That's
You understand
I
how one
just-
is quite different than the other. You understand there's a discrepancy between what I was
extremely
told and
different.
Yeah.
I know. I came here and I met you, and you had struggled in the past, and you had overcome everything that the one bad thing you had ever done, and I couldn't. How do you lead with that on a first date? And then it's
you don't
20
Cam,
years
but,
later,
but
and
you woke up next to me almost every day for like 20 years. There were so many times. I mean, any day that you woke up next to me, you could have rolled over and said, "Hey, I forgot to tell you, I used to punch holes in universe." You had time, Cam.
I had time. But you don't. And I didn't
Don't.
want to squander it.
Agnes leans in to kiss her.
And I stop you.
Okay, she stops.
No, we
I'm sorry.
we do this where we
God,
don't
I'm really sorry.
actually have the conversation.
Oh, Cam, I'm so sorry. I just. Sorry. Go ahead.
Is that is that supposed to be an I forgive you? Is that supposed to be some light war crimes are fine between the two of us? What?
Cap.
Dog is actively sneezing in the middle.
Excuse me.
Aggie, what I'm saying is I'm sorry, and I thought that you deserved someone better than me, and then
Cam, you
I just
let me
couldn't-
think I was a terrible person every day for the last 2 decades because I thought I was the only person who'd ever done anything wrong in this relationship. And the thing is, I can't even bring myself to be mad because I miss you so bad that I don't even care. You know, I think about you every day. It's the first thing I think about when I wake up, and it's the last thing I think about when I go to bed, and it's awful.
You made one mistake when you were a child, and you think that that made you some sort of terrible person.
Cam, I knew it was dangerous, not just to us, but to everybody, and I knew if we pulled it off, if magic was real, then people would die, and I didn't care. I did it anyway. Because I liked the way it made me feel. To feel like I was powerful, that I was important, that I could bring the world to its knees if I really wanted to. That's not what a good person feels.
And then you decided not to. And that's what makes you a good person.
Well, I obviously don't actually understand what you did either, but as long as I've known you, you've chosen to do what's right. So
For you. I came here and I wanted to be better for you.
Cam,
And
can
I
we
don't
kiss
know
now?
what I'll do after. Yes. And
They
we
do.
kiss.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Are you kissing your brick?
No. Ian and I were just doing the kiss sounds for you.
Just a little bit of Foley for you.
Hey,
Mhm.
hey, Jess, did you successfully bite that monster?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay. Well, that's lucky.
The portal
I think it
loses
takes a
power
minute.
because it's been too long.
I
Just kidding, just
think
kidding,
it
just
takes-
kidding.
I think it takes a minute for them to remember where they are and that Nathan's there.
Nathan's gone. He went through the portal. It was way too uncomfortable.
Oh wait, did you really?
Yeah.
The
I
hat's
didn't
just
want to be
Just
there
hear
for
the
that.
waffle batter
the hat's just on the ground. Yeah.
Just hear the waffle batter sound and go, oh shit.
Agnes is like, huh,
Lorch.
what? Oh God, where's Nathan? We have to go.
We have to go right now.
Fuck, after you.
We can talk more about this.
We will
Later.
talk more later,
Just
and we will kiss
Jump
later.
into the
Go.
portal.
Okay. Agnes jumps after her.
Nathan.
Hey, can I mark experience for going off alone somewhere scary?
Oh my God.
No, they're coming with you.
It doesn't say if people. That's not my fault if people follow. Yes, that's fine.
You're floating through an abyssal expanse. There's huge blobs of ichor everywhere. There's not a trace of humanity, no physical world to stand on. The hellish onslaught is all around you. A motorcycle, a race car. There's a race car.
Seeb.
I was like, how did you make a sound for the hellish onslaught?
That race car is the only remnant of what used to be race car world. You're-
Lightning McQueen, no!
you're floating in a totally destroyed, decimated universe. And yeah, that's all I got. What do you do?
I'm floating.
Mm-hmm.
I try to do a flip.
You do a really nice flip.
Oh, hell yeah. And then I'm going to look around.
You can investigate a mystery.
Oh, good. It's not a bad situation yet.
You can read a bad
Kind of how I
situation.
test the waters. Shit.
Well, it just depends on what kind of it's less is it a bad situation, because it obviously is, but it's more what are you
Yeah.
trying to learn? Are you trying to learn about about the hellish onslaught and about what's happening here?
I think it's a
or are
bad
you
situation.
trying to figure out where to
Yeah.
go and what to do?
Yeah. I'm going to do that one.
Okay.
Plus sharp. That is 6, 7, 8 on the dice. Minus 1 from 0 is a 7. Plus 2 for sharp is a 9.
That's a complicated way to get to a 9. Hold one.
You're welcome. Something's growling. Oh no. Are there any dangers that I haven't noticed?
Jess just goes away.
Jess is like, I have to go.
Nathan, I think that there is a general ambient whirring. Oh, hi. Welcome back, Jess. There is a general
Sorry.
No, you're fine. There's a general ambient whirring here. There's like a it sounds hollow and sad, and very few race car sounds, but occasionally
Oh.
a race car sound, like a really sad race car sound. And
Oh.
eventually, after looking around a little bit, you hear something different. You hear like a shimmering. You hear like a almost like wind chimes, but distorted in a way.
Tinkle, tinkle.
And you have to kind of swim through this air to get a glimpse of it. And as you start to move, Camilla and Agnes appear from the batter and into this sad and desolate place. And you see Nathan swimming in a particular direction.
Doing flips.
Making race car sounds.
This situation is somehow better and worse than I expected.
I've been here for 3 weeks. I'm just kidding. It was just a few minutes.
Shit, you scared the hell out of me. Don't joke about time. What have we said about joking about time distortion?
I know,
It's not funny.
I'm
It's
sorry.
never funny.
It was a little funny.
Rule number 1, don't eat the batter. Rule number 2, don't lie to me about time distortion in other universes. It's really stressful.
Hey, this place is bad. It's full of race car noises and no gravity. It's a weird time to ask. Are you two okay? It got weird, so I jumped in the batter. Are we all on the same team?
Just look at each other for a second. Good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're good. Cam has.
I'm glad I left. I'm
Cam
glad
has-
No, you don't have to say. I'm glad I'm left.
Lipstick.
They're now wearing the same lipstick color. So we're just floating in. Okay.
I asked about what
This is
dangers
weird.
I didn't notice, but I don't remember the answer, so I think we're fine. Does this look like Jonathan Lanta?
No.
Jonathan has his own Atlanta.
Jonathan Lanta?
We were
I'll
more
workshop it.
Nashville, but you know.
Can I? Can I do? I don't know. Can I? Well, you already investigated a mystery,
Not
didn't
good.
you? Not good. Can I do it?
No, I read a bad
You
situation.
did read a bad
Oh,
I
situation.
did a bunch of cool flips.
Can I read? Can I please read a bad situation?
You can do either one, just depending on which questions you want answered.
Good point. Hold on.
And I think that the
Camilla, if you
phenomenon questions can apply here too.
Right.
Camilla, if you flip fast enough, you'll look like an Ouroboros.
Okay, that's
I
very
think
funny.
I'd have to be biting my own feet. I tried. Cam's feeling punchy.
I'm gonna get a tattoo of an Ouroboros, but it's just Cam.
Biting her own feet.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone on cast is punch drunk now. I want to investigate a mystery.
Okay. Roll plus sharp.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, it's okay. My sharp is
Whew.
plus 3. 5. It's a no, sorry. It was a
What?
5 plus 3. Now it's an 8. 5 would be bad. It's an 8. It's an 8. We're good.
Okay. Hold one.
What happened here?
Great question.
That was pretty easy. That the Flo came here and used the Hellish Onslaught to essentially destroy this world. It's totally destroyed. You see very few remnants. Only most of what you see around you is just big globs, almost like if you microscope into like bacteria or disease, but it's just big floating spheres of this black goo with the gold flecks. And you occasionally see maybe like one small chunk of asphalt kind of like spinning slowly through this void but then perhaps like a little from one of these orbs reaches out and it just dissolves away. And yeah, this used to be a planet, more than a planet. This used to be a full universe, and it has been totally consumed by the hellish onslaught.
I think what we are looking at is the fate that awaits our universe if we don't play our cards right. So,
I thought the beeper was supposed to take us to Jonathan and Flo. I'm confused.
I mean, the coordinates were to where, to where Flo is, right?
can we
Flo!
look
Or
Can we
they
look-
were...
Wait, hold on. Flo!
Nathan,
Damn it.
Nathan. Rule number 3, the element of surprise. You are not maintaining the element of surprise.
Agnes, I'll add to my answer for what happened here based on what Nathan just brought up. Like, yes, of course, the coordinates brought you to where Nathan's phone went, but there was no way for Nathan's phone to follow where Flo then left to. This was a stop on the way. That being said, Nathan, you round the corner of some floating mass of ichor, and you find this shimmering sound, the source of it, anyway. And you see something bright and hopeful and colorful. It's gold, it's ruby red, it's emerald green, it's azul, like a very bright, beautiful blue. And these colors are kind of like picture, I don't know, like a wreath or like some kind of like croissant pastry, but these like folds, these shapes, these colors are like continuously turning outward in kind of fractal patterns, like almost like it's wrapping around itself and then becoming something new, and doing this kind of infinitely. And it's kind of a ring, and it's growing until it is the size of, a portal, something you could pass through. And you see a figure emerge. Not totally apparent who it is right now. It's coming out of the portal slowly.
I hope it's cool,
Pull
handsome
back
Nathan.
a little bit from it.
Yeah, I think we kind of bunch up together, or kind of try to
Yeah.
grab onto each other to bunch up. Agnes is
Kind
going to
of
take out
almost back to back, like triangle.
Yeah. I think Agnes is going to pull out her gun.
Oh.
Pull out my brick.
When this figure totally takes shape, it is a tall person wearing white robes with gold trim. And they're holding a staff, a white wooden staff. And they are totally clean-shaven all the way around the head, bald face. And they start looking around, kind of thoughtfully, furrowed brow.
Hi.
Yes. Hello.
Have you seen my phone?
I think a phone at this moment like spins in the air toward them, and they reach out and grab it and point it towards you. Is this your phone?
I can't think of something funny for the background to be. Shit.
Camilla just called it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. It rings. And he just,
Yep.
I'm sorry, and they just sort of toss it up towards you. It floats slowly in your direction. Yeah, yeah, there you go.
Got it.
Nailed it.
Wow, that was really hard to fake.
Yeah, you did. It was a great job.
You did a great job.
I take it.
No missed calls.
I take it you are the warriors that failed.
That does seem to be our reputation.
Maybe.
I wouldn't count us out just yet.
I thought this was a race car world. Are you drivers or
Oh, no. We just got here.
mechanics? Oh, sure.
I'm a cook.
Well, your cluster has been deemed doomed, I am afraid. Your WAHO is gone. Few warriors of the hellish onslaught remain here, and without a council, I'm afraid.
I don't want to, if I can interject, the council's not all gone. I'm wearing the council cloak.
Love
and
it.
I have a council beeper.
Love it.
All right, you sly dog.
They didn't get all of us.
Why don't you roll manipulate someone?
I'd love to. Thanks so much. Okay, that is a 6 on the dice. +1 from Dixon is a 7. +2 charm is a 9.
Can I try to help? I wanted to, because he said the council is not all gone, and I think Agnes would say, and the warriors aren't all gone either. We're still here.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Roll to help out. Plus cool.
My cool is a 0, but that is a 10.
Woo!
Whew.
They look at you, Nathan, and they say, the way you wear your robes is unconventional. We don't appreciate that, but
Desperate times.
we do need all the help we can get. A lot will need to be explained, even though you are a council member, but my council will want to speak to you. My name is Mal, the Lightbringer, and I am, well, yeah, I'm here to assess the damage, which does seem to be considerable if the rest of the worlds in your cluster are looking like this. So we are going to cut it off from the multiverse, but you three should come with me.
You can't do that. You can't cut
Can
us
you put
off
it back?
Oh, goodness. It is often difficult to explain this. I understand emotions are, part of this whole, the way you're processing what I'm saying. But look, it must be done. If we don't cut off these worlds from ours, then the problem, the onslaught, will become overwhelming, and my council...
What if we stop it at the source?
Well, you would be more informed than many of your kind if you had even an inkling of how to do that.
I think we have more than that. We came here looking for it. I think if you just give us a little bit of time, I think we might be able to.
I can come and meet the council, but they have a battle. They have a fight ahead of them.
Well, yes.
I know that you're saying that most of the worlds in this cluster, whatever you called it, have already fallen, but there's at least one that hasn't. It's ours.
Hmm.
And I think even one is worth trying to fix. I mean, it's a whole world.
And
A universe.
to brag, me and another Nathan did save 2 worlds already. Rust Lanta and Steel Lanta are now harmonious and not being eaten by the onslaught.
Hmm.
We've done it before and we can do it again.
Agnes looks so proud right now at Nathan because he's being so confident.
They sort of just look thoughtful as you all state your case, and they say, like I said, you must come with me. And they turn to go back through the portal.
Following him in.
Sure.
We go.
You...
Real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have my phone back. I'm just going to text Riot, I love you, and then go through the portal.
The feeling of going through this portal is far more comfortable than any feeling you have previously experienced. Going through the waffle batter, certainly more comfortable than going through the hellish onslaught. Nathan, I think, is the only one who has slid through that acidic stuff. It's almost as if you're taken apart and cleaned by the atom. Like you are being turned back into the essence of life and reassembled somewhere else as you move from your cluster, your multiverse, to another. This is certainly not a place that you will come back from in any time soon. And as you go, you see these multiple colors just kind of streak by you, and you are gone. And I certainly have another little monologue, but I want to get through our end of session questions. So did they conclude the current mystery?
The not deer?
I'll specify being the not deer. Yeah, we definitely did some extracurriculars here.
Yes.
I think so.
Great. Did they save someone from sudden death or worse?
Yes.
TikTok girls.
Yes.
Girls in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Fair, absolutely. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
There's holes in our world.
Yeah.
That's a
Big
new one.
holes.
Yeah, fair.
There's holes in the world. They're thinking about cutting off this
That's true.
quadrant.
There's a they who are
There's a
considering
they?
cutting things
Yeah.
off.
And
Yeah.
they are considering cutting our universe off.
Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Yep.
Yeah.
Couple
Big-
things.
Yeah.
Big thumbs up there.
A few things.
Okay, so everybody take 2 easy experience there. Great job, everyone.
I level up.
Feel
Yay!
easy.
So do I.
Okay, yay! Camilla?
Ironically, I would have leveled up if I hadn't used luck twice.
Fair.
become doomed.
Yeah, you are
And I'd
now
also be dead, so
you are now in another multiverse and doomed. How do you feel?
clean by the atom, apparently.
Sure, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
But in a really
Well,
doomed
I
way.
feel worried. Jess is very chill about this, but I feel concerned.
I'm very concerned.
do either Agnes or Nathan know what they're going to take with their level up?
Yes, and I will tell you later.
Okay, cool. Love it.
I don't know yet. I will get back to you.
Cool. Wonderful. Did we make use of a coincidence or unexpected resource? I don't know
Yes.
this time.
I used oops, and I
Oh.
got a multiversal beeper.
Sure, fair enough.
Okay,
God damn
all
it.
Oops always gets us a yes.
Generate your own.
Love it.
Great. In that case, put a experience on your team playbook.
Oh, we leveled up our team. That's
Yay!
a level up.
Oh, that's great.
Hell yeah.
Good. Fantastic.
What a good time for a team level up.
New
Yeah,
multiverse,
sounds like
new
we're-
me.
Sounds like we're gonna need it.
Yeah.
Agnes, Camilla, and Nathan.
Hello.
You're dropped into a swirling cosmos. The color palette of egg yellows, biscuit beige, and dull bacon reds is replaced by a new array of imagery. You hurtle aimlessly through this open space until you find yourself sucked into some unquantifiable cosmic shape. And then you find purchase. Your feet touch solid ground lightly. If you're expecting an impact, you are pleasantly surprised, as if you have been set down gently on vibrant pink grass that surrounds a peculiar building. Green boxes surround each letter of the name of this restaurant. Wengelhome.
Hold on. What did you just say?
Wengelhome. A being with long, slender arms that curve like snakes comes right out the front door. Her abnormally round head sports an odd W-shaped smile. She says, "Hello. You must be quite far from home."
Hi.
Oh
Quite
god.
far indeed.
Oh god.
Thank you very much for watching. I mentioned before, Shrimp and Grits Live WAHO is taking a little bit of a break. Please follow us and turn on notifications so you can know when we're coming back. We love to hear from listeners, so please get in touch if you'd like to tell us you miss us. And check out our podcast, Shrimp and Crits, on any and all podcatchers. I think that we'll do I want to do a little post-credit scene here. We see back at the WAHO of Nathan, Camilla, and Agnes, the world that they've left behind, the mundane Earth world, and you see the WAHO there, and its yellow gleaming letters are interrupted by red and blue sirens. Sirens are the sounds. The lights are not sounds, but they are lights. And they are flashing. I'm really bad at words right now. They're doing their rotations as the police are set up, and there's a tow truck flipping those teenagers' car back over. They're being loaded into ambulances, and we pan over. We do see Sam before we pan, just kind of standing in the window watching this happen. And perhaps this is the first time we see him not smiling. And we pan over to the woods, and we see this hole, the hellish onslaught laceration event. Is that what I called it?
Sure.
Sure. Element. The hellish onslaught laceration element. And
I like it, man.
It's trembling, and it's trying to grow, and the waffle batter that clasps it tight is straining, and you see just one of those little lattice designs go pink and give way. And with that, we'll see you next time. Big thanks to everyone who joined us today. Have a great weekend. Good night, everybody. Have a nice 4th of July. And we'll see you hopefully soon. Wish me luck on my move. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. I'm just going to get higher until I hit this transition button.